Good evening. I'm John Dodds. I'm from Claygate in Surrey. I'm from Putney in London. And I'm from cold autumn days on the terraces of soccer games where the hot dogs are cold and the beer is warm. But I want to talk about an event that happened in the summer, and you'll understand why it's important later on, because I actually went up to Scotland for a weekend of business writing, and I was quite excited, never done it before, and I went up on the overnight sleeper to Dunkeld, and never heard of it, never been there, and hadn't a clue what I was going to get involved with. Least of all going on the overnight sleeper on my own. So I did it, got the King's Cross, lousy beer, lousy food, got on the train, didn't know anybody. Someone said to me, "You must get into the sleeper car. That's where everyone does the drinking, that's where all the fun begins." So I went to the sleeper car. Couldn't sit down. Everybody was totally packed, completely and utterly full, and I was standing up reading my book. Kind of weird. Anyway, very nice guy said, "I'll sit on the floor, come and join us." So I did, and he bought me a beer, and I was chatting with the guys who've been cycling tour for 30 years, and wonderful guy, bought me a beer, had a taste of this beer. Unbelievable beer. I mean, unbelievable. So I said, "Where did this come from?" And he said, right. So I'll tell you about that later. So this beer was very much a part of me throughout this writing course, because I met a very dear friend who'd been my boss. He'd gone back to Scotland. We went on the writing course together. And then at the end of the course, we went by the River Tay, and we watched the beautiful River Tay and the stunning scenery and the beautiful, beautiful food. And there was that beer again. So we had a few of those. And I came back and I said to my son, who's crazy about beer, "I've got to find this beer. Got to find it." He said, "I'm sure I've seen it around." I went all around the different distributors around here. There it was. There was one. There was a different variation, there was a different variation. And my son and my daughter in New York and New Jersey brought different variations. And we had a wonderful tasting a few weeks ago with 6 different versions. Rum infused, Scotch infused, regular, IPA, all on the deck. It was nectar, absolute nectar. So my writing course brought me right back here. And the thing that's most important about my autumn memory is it's autumn now. And I had my first draft beer of this beautiful beer. And you know where I had it? Just there. My first ever draft pint of Innis & Gunn, and it's served downstairs.